Greetings, fellow productivity seekers. I'm Garland Coulson, Captain Time, and today we're going to answer some interesting questions. Can changing your browser make you more productive? Let's find out in my Wavebox browser review. So years ago, when I used to get a new computer, I would have to pull out all my CDs and install, all these different programs. And it was probably 3 or 4 days before I got back to my same level of productivity with my computer whenever I got a new one. And however, with browsers, with everything being online now, generally you just log in, Gmail, your calendar program, your task management systems. Most of these are now all done by web-based systems. So all you have to do is log in. So it was much faster to get your new computer up and running, but also that led me to kind of an interesting thought. What is my real productivity system, operating system? Is it the operating system of my computer, which is Windows, or is my productivity operating system my browser? And that was a real revelation to me. I'd never thought about it that way before. So this is wow. And I started to think, okay, well, if my browser is my main operating system for productivity, then maybe I should look at what browser am I using? Am I using the best browser for productivity? So I started on a quest to find the best productivity browsers. I tried many, testing each of them for weeks. And it soon, became apparent that most browsers are really built for casual browsing, not productivity. So when the dust cleared, only one browser was left standing, and that is Wavebox. So a little disclaimer here, I do make a small affiliate commission if you do purchase Wavebox, but I only recommend tools I use and love myself, and Wavebox is my daily driver, my primary browser that I use every day for productivity. So what is Wavebox? Wavebox is a Chromium browser, so it works. It'll work with Chrome extensions and things like that. So here's their website you can find here. The Windows version is what you're going to see here because that's the main one that I'm using. And Wavebox was designed from the start to be more of a work browser, in essence, a productivity browser. So it's been built that way from the ground up. So let's take a bit of a tour. So first off, you'll notice I do still have some bookmark folders up here, and I was able to import all of my old bookmark folders from my previous Chromium browsers. So you're not going to lose any bookmarks. You can bring them in. But more and more I find I'm not using the bookmarks anymore. Instead, I'm using the other options they have, which are groups and tab strips and things like that. Another nice thing about Wavebox is you can create work spaces. So this means that you can have a separate workspace for your personal life, or separate workspace for each client, or different projects and things like that as well. The real power and what I use most is the groups, apps, and tabs. And so Wavebox is kind of a unique way of working with this. So over in the left-hand column, you'll see that there's a number of areas here, which have all these different groups here, each one with an icon, and you'll see it's really neat. I can close them up. So if I want to focus on just one client, I could close everything else and focus on that. And you can see I've got all these different ones here. When I click on one of these, then what it's going to do is it's going to take me to a set of tabs just for that. So if I click on my coaching workflow here, then what happens is it's going to have all of my different workflows that I have here, all my different tabs on my tab strip, which are going to include my mind mapping program I use for my coaching clients, some of the AI tools I use for my clients, my client contact information, my CRM, etc. If I click on my AI workflow, it's got all my AI tools all together in one place. And similarly, if I click on my content workflow over here, it's going to have all of my content development tools in one place, which is such as my keyword research program, such as Canva that I use to develop content and things like that. So overall, it's just a great way to be able to keep all these things together, and to organize them however I want. And I can pin any of these to the tab strip, so it makes it really easy to have all the tools that I need for each one, and again, to focus on going just just one there. And you can see I've got one for each client currently working with. I've got a social section which has my Facebook tab, my Reddit tab, and those kinds of things. Another really powerful aspect of Wavebox is it keeps your logins separate. So if you have to log into, say, your client's YouTube channel or social media profiles to work with them, then you usually have to log out of your own, log into your client, and then remember to log back into your own. Otherwise, you're posting on your client's profile, which would be a no-no under your own stuff. And I used to have that problem in the past with posting to YouTube. Sometimes I'd be uploading my YouTubes to my client's channel instead of mine. And you don't have that problem with Wavebox because Wavebox helps keep you separate. Another great thing is that Wavebox lets you create dashboards. So here's a little example of one here. And you can add a number of different widgets to it. So in this case, these are cards, information cards that have a graphic and things like that. If you choose from your widgets, you can add an app or a link, a Brainbox AI assistant, a collection, which is a series of apps and URLs, chat or call from your any dashboard, some desktop web apps, list recent downloads, embedded iframes, your Google Calendar, the info cards we've talked about. My Wavebox tells your memory saved and apps used, notifications, RSS feeds, search, sticky notes, quick to-do list, team feed, unified unread for all your groups, and your unread notifications you've got, and Wavebox Smart Notes. Smart Notes let you take notes on any website. So for example, if I click here and then we move my head out of the way here, you can see that if there's any notes in the website, they'll show up here. So I could add notes here about anything I want to anything I want to talk about in this case. So I would say my productivity. So as you browse the web and you want to remember something, or I looked at this app but it didn't work for what I wanted, then you wouldn't go ahead and look at it again and waste your time. So that's the benefit of the Smart Notes. So I'm just going to go to the coaching dashboard here just to give you a little bit of a what a dashboard might look like here. So in this case, for fun, I just threw a few apps up here, to my CRM and to my Notion to-do list. Sticky note I had fun with. Some quick tasks, I don't think I'd use this as my main task management system, but some quick tasks that just occur to me I could throw here. Pomodoro timer, I can hit start my Pomodoro timer, have it time that. I can embed my Google Calendar and I can show it by month, week, or agenda. I can add, training videos. Again, these are just all links and apps. It'll show me over here how what apps I've used the most today, for how long, how much memory is saved, etc. And again, it shows my Smart Notes down here. And again, you can remove any of these. And the Brainbox allows you to work with various different AIs. So you can choose ChatGPT 3.5 or 4.0, Mistral, etc., and you can just ask things there. So, and you can build whatever you want in this, so you could build one of these for each client. So another lovely tool, and you can share these as well. Another thing I like is split screens. So if you've ever had to do bookkeeping where on one side you've got your credit card statement, on the other side you've got your accounting program, then suddenly you'll know the benefit of being able to split your tabs. You can split them left, right, up, bottom, etc. I'm just going to split within this group, split a tab right, and as you can see, it would be very easy here to take information from here and write it over here in this case. So it makes it really easy. Now, I have two monitors on my desk, so usually what I do is I would pull one of these all the way to the other monitor, and I have to look all the way over to the side to do that. So in this case, I can do this without kinking my neck, and especially for data entry or copying data across, it works brilliant. Also works brilliant if I were to ask a question here in my AI tool, and I'm writing an article, on the left-hand side or on the right-hand side. I can have my source notes on one side and then the article on the other one. So another great thing about Wavebox is that it works with all the Chrome store extensions. So you can, it means there's thousands of different extensions, over 150,000 extensions you can download from Chrome, which goes in. Wavebox also has built-in with over 20 extensions that it has already that you can work with as well. And it integrates, with tons of different tools. It integrates, with all those different extensions and things like that. Support's been great. I've reached out to them a number of times for support, and they've been very responsive. I've talked to the founder, which is great. Nice when it's kind of a smaller startup in that case. Pricing is very affordable to my mind. You can first start off for free with some unlimited spaces, but only 6 apps, but one extension. And that's how I tested it in the beginning to see, do I even like the feel of it? Do I like to work out? Wavebox Pro, $833 a month, which is I think quite affordable for something that has this big of an impact. And then of course Teams, the $12.50 per month per user in this case. So overall, do I think it's worth it? Do I think that is there a browser worth paying for? With so many free browsers, is there one worth paying for? And my answer is a resounding yes. Changing my browser has made me much more productive. This lets me do things I couldn't do before. So overall, and given that my real productivity operating system is my browser, Wavebox is my productivity browser and the one I use every day. We hope you've enjoyed this overview of Wavebox. If you liked it, please leave a note in the comments below, or if you have any questions, leave a note in the comments. Please hit the like and subscribe button to help others find this content. And thank you so much for listening. I'm Garland Coulson, Captain Time.